So, hello everyone, of course, Mondan here. Time for Nana's last murder. I think her father or adopted father will appear though. But yeah, so hello everyone, of course. Had some Christmas. We can have a little Christmas. So now we are, getting back into some animes I missed out here. So the final of this thing, after setting like a demo drive and so on, right? And then we're gonna watch when they cry and so. What's gonna happen? I mean, last episode, Nana likes Michuru, right? She's getting that friendship. She's like, oh my god, I got a best friend now. And she probably never can, of course, kill the dog girl now. Probably will never do that. That being said, though, as we all know, dog girl is dying anyway from just healing people. So I could see Nana maybe, swapping side if Michuru dies from healing her, right? That can definitely be a thing. Or if someone else kills her. The girlfriend still looks very suspicious. The green here, yeah, she looks suspicious as the daughter murderer. But I think this will end with definitely something that with talked about this other murder, right, coming there, right, like Nana's trainer or her adoptive dad. That's probably the ending cliffhanger. So anyway, let's have more fun. So 3, 2, 1, and go. Let's see what happens. Got my new Vivi here. It actually has a new guy for a while, but I unboxed it yesterday with the chapter 1000 there. I was like, yeah, let's do it. And I mean, she had a Home Alone, as I said last time, right? Okay, so this is some Harry Potter thing, I guess. After her parents are dead, she probably grew up some evil aunt or whatever, or uncles. So you're blaming her for not closing, not closing the window! But that's how you kill your parents, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, the government's blaming her. I mean, if it's that the government killed her parents, right? I said it several times already, yeah. It's super obvious that the government's behind the murder of parents. Especially as she had a Home Alone preparation in her bedroom, yeah. And they entered, didn't take anything, but just killed them. Ah, come on, it looks super suspicious. Poor little Michuru-san, she's too friendly. She's too friendly! The little girl, she's too nice to her. Well, suspicious, but in Michuru's way, it's more like behavior suspicious, as in. I mean, in her world, it's more, like. Suspicious is like, oh my god, no, he has depression or something, right? Yeah, it's more like that, right? It's not like worried as in, oh, she's a murderer. See, she's like Home Alone. See, Michuru's actually intelligent. She's like figuring out the Home Alone strategy. It's gonna help her to understand she didn't kill. Yeah, so it couldn't be your window. Exactly. See? I kept saying it all the time. I mean, Nana had a Home Alone defense, so how would the murderer enter from her window? There's no way he could enter that path, right? Because obviously, Home Alone. The Home Alone defense. I kept saying that. Yeah, so it has to be. Or did it enter through the window? I mean, one thing that's really weird, regardless of if they enter the window or not, is that why does Nana hate people with powers? It's like, wouldn't it be makes more sense to use some kind of power to kill your parents? They never explained why, why they would. See, yeah, so that thing is really strange, the whole thing too. Like, what's the reason? Even if Nana would be interested to kill her parents, why does she hate people with powers for? It doesn't relate at all. Someone killed her parents. I mean, I know that it was like working with that, but it doesn't really relate to that. So that's a weird thing too, right? It's like also a really weird thing too. Maybe just deleted themselves. But regardless, clearly the government lied. I mean, regardless, clearly the government lied to her. I mean, obviously, like, it's so obvious, but. Yes, often blames her for everything. See, Michuru is like, I know children. She's like, I know young people. Like a normal kid. You were just playing like a normal little girl. Stop being... yeah. Come on, Nana-chan. You're just a normal little cute girl. Yeah, Michuru keeps defeating her with friendship. And Nana's like, oh no! He's gonna murder me! Yeah, Nana can't handle it. Poor Nana. She can't, how to say it? She can't imagine that someone actually likes her. Poor little Nana. Yeah. Poor little Nana. Of course, she could never imagine that Michuru actually liked her, right? Even though if at the last episode she probably should have figured out. But it's his parents, I guess. Yeah, we will always be friends! Even though you murdered like 10 people here. But yeah, we will always be friends! Tomodachi! Man, Michu's gonna die, right? I feel her death flag is massive. The poor little girl is gonna get killed, right? Like, this is gonna be the end episode, right? I said it last week, but I do think that she's gonna get killed by Nana's adoptive father trainer character. She's probably gonna get killed by him, right? The one that taught her to murder. He's gonna get Michuru, and then Nana's gonna swap sides, right? That's what we would expect. Man. But Michuru's death flag is just massive. Her death flag is massive! Holy shit, she's gonna die. Probably from him, but someone is very likely gonna kill her, really, or she's gonna heal Nana and die, or whatever, right? But it's like clearly, you know, pink-haired girl can't have any friends, right? Like, Nana, she's gonna die, She's like super dead. She has like 20 death flags now, at least. That poor girl. Oh, do you have a crush? I like it. No, Nana is like... no, I don't like anyone! Yeah, like suddenly Nana can't handle it. Oh, what? Me? Love? I don't love anyone. Oh, that was cute, yeah. Suddenly Nana is actually genuinely... frankly there, but like being... It's kind of strange now the last, what is it, 3 episodes now? Nana hasn't killed anyone. Yeah, it's someone else murdered, right? So Nana hasn't killed anyone in a while now. What happened with this anime? Nana's just this friendly girl now. A lot of bread behind them, a lot of puns. Actually, who will make all this stuff there? I don't even know why they have some kind of stand both sides of her. She looks super suspicious. Like, her, yeah. But that's like a weird scene. That felt like his anime, honestly. Like, why there has a kind of marketplace or something? That is a weird anime. Why is that marketplace there, right? Who's doing this thing? Like, are the students making all the bread? Even all this murder killing spree? Someone's like, I'm gonna bake a lot of bread. Oh man, this is cute though. Now nice. The death flag for writing diaries. Ah, death flag. I mean, she's so dead. This poor little girl is so dead. Oh my god, they both get presents. But the whole place to work, though, that's a weird place. We're gonna go back to the place. I'm just like, that's a weird place though. Like, who is like selling pens and like, did people come to the island to do like a marketplace? Wouldn't they leave with them then? Wouldn't the children be like, I wanna get off the island with these trader people? Yeah, wouldn't you leave them from the murder island? But man, I'm just so waiting for the die, right? Look at this friendship. Look at this friendship thing. She's so dead. I mean, I cannot see it going any other way. I cannot see it going any other way than Michuru getting killed, right? He's looking at, yeah, still trying to, of course, figuring out this murder. And Nana's being all friendship defeated. Cat Senpai's back. He's like, I'm a cat! He knows what to do. Come on, I'm your cat Senpai. I do what I want. I just open doors, you know. Yeah, but you let her almost die in the shower. So I don't know if he really cares about it. Okay. Instead of like helping her, he's like, I'm gonna go and get Nana, so maybe. I love how he's like, I wanna help you because she helped my cat friend, so instead of just helping her, I'm like, talk to her a bit and then I let her go. Instead of following her. He could have protected her with his powers. God damn it, senpai. He's just a horrible person. He's like, oh man, this is a horror, isn't it? I mean, I obviously don't care that much, but it's like a weird thing because he's like, I cared about her because she helped my cat, but I didn't care enough to protect her. I'm just caring enough to tell you that she's gonna die soon. Like, yeah, come on. He could have probably protected her, right? So, after the last episode 2, he's like, he sees the murderer attacking an animal, and he's like, don't attack more animals. You only kill humans, right? It's like, why don't you stop him, right? If he cares about the animal, so like that to me doesn't make any. It's just weird character writing. It really is. Like he cares enough to tell the guy to not kill animals, but doesn't care enough to actually just defeat the guy from killing animals. Like he could just defeat him, right? And pretty animals. Well, here we go. She's gonna die though. Michuru's gonna die so much clearly. From whoever the sounds like a man now though. Maybe it's Magneto with like flying metal thing. Picture senpai actually protecting her instead. Instead of his back, oh, I'm gonna leave her to die over there. But her death flags are just so massive. But it's clearly a man voice, so it's not gonna be the girlfriend. Well, given unless there are more than one murderer. Oh, come on. I mean, her death flag felt absurdly massive, but and now we see it too, of course. Her trainer. What she calls when she's gonna save Michuru. So Michuru's definitely gonna die down because her caller is gonna. Oh, you get paid? Oh, so you didn't know? Huh? So you get paid for killing his children too? Okay, interesting. That's like good. Relatives account. He sent them to her horrible uncle or aunt or whatever. That sounds. Yeah, that's definitely weird. That's kind of weird. Why would they get money for? Why would send money to them, right? But okay, so you get paid per murder. It's interesting. You didn't know that. Kind of gets a little more motivation there. Michuru! Oh, come on. Come on, Nana. Don't go back on the friendship. No, Nana, go and save her. Oh, no. Oh, she's gonna regret this, definitely. Oh, she's gonna regret this. That's for sure. Can't let the poor little girl die here. But this is why I don't like Senpai though. He's so badly written because Senpai clearly could have saved her easily. And he wanted to save her, kinda, right? Yeah, so I think his whole thing is like, I'm gonna go and tell Nana, so maybe he could save, instead of you saving her and tagging her for, it's kind of weird. He's like, he's wishy-washy, right? He's like, I want to help her, but not really help her. Yeah, come on, that's just wishy-washy to make the drama unnecessary, right? Oh, poor Misha's gonna fight for Nana. Don't make fun of Nana! Yeah, he's gonna make fun of Nana and she's gonna die. Protecting Nana's honor. Whoa, there we go. Nana saves a friend! But it's probably Metal Guy then. Yeah, Magneto. Said earlier. Probably Magneto. He looks suspicious in that sense too. With his power. Based on him, flying... Well, mystery motive, he's just crazy, I guess, but... I guess I could have killed him. Maybe his powers... We don't know the range of his powers, but... Oh, it's him, is it? Wouldn't just the metal guy be able to do it also? I mean, both of them could do it. Like, the metal guy could have just, been in the room and controlled the knife in the other room. And they could also flush the toilet and so on. So I don't know. I think both of them could have done it. Metal guy and astral guy. But that's true. I guess he could do it too by entering there and... But I guess it's just like a crazy murder with a knife then. It's just a human with a knife. Or a human that can like astral teleport with a knife. Like his hair looks like his hair. Now when it's evil, he's like, yeah, that's right. And he's like, ooh, yeah. And he has like a flowing hair for some reason. Yeah. Of course. His hair is like all flowing now when he's evil. He's revealed to be evil. His hair is all, oh, no. Maybe Koya's gonna save them. I don't think Nana's gonna die though. I have a very hard time seeing Nana dying. I mean, if Nana dies, what will happen then, right? So, Nana can't die. Nana can't die here. I mean, she has the ultimate plot over. Oh. But actually, Michuru still might die, because she might die healing Nana's wound here, right? But that's true. Maybe not. Maybe Michuru will die. Given the classic idea that she's gonna heal and die. Healing Nana and die from that, right? I think. Oh. I think Michuru's gonna die anyway by healing Nana. Yeah. No, here we go. Friends! I never loved you! Here we go, the classic. Yeah, I never liked you! Leave me alone! Oh man, poor Michuru. Oh, should I confess? Oh, poor little Michuru. But, she's probably gonna die from healing Nana, right? A lie, man. Well, if you just kill his body when he's astral projecting, though. Definitely a weakness for him, right? It's kind of like... Evil Nana smile. But yeah, if you just kill it, I mean, his body is... It's a pretty obvious weakness for his body. It's a pretty obvious weakness for his body. You get his body, right? Like when he's... Yeah, like that seems like a pretty obvious thing there. He lost his bad hair though. Of course, Nana figured out before. Inner voice. I heard his inner voice. Good, Nana, good. I read his mind. I know it's evil. Pretty good range, actually. Yeah. That felt like, of course, As I mentioned earlier, pretty obvious. You could go for the body, right? Go for the body left behind and stop him. I love his hair is so much more evil. He's projecting that he's all flowing. It's his classic guy. He goes like he looks 10 times more evil in his asteroid form. I don't know why we see this whole. This is a little, I don't know, unnecessary pacing, having them talk about who should go there, because we already know that she went there. So. Yeah, you don't hate me. Like, Yeah, don't be a hero. But I mean, I still feel that poor little Michuru's gonna die. I mean, obviously he's gonna come back and heal her. I mean, no matter what happens, Michuru will come and save Nana now. What else will happen here, right? Michuru-chan will have to come back here and save Nana. That's very clear. Oh, not the poor Gyrus. That guy. The first guy. Yeah, that guy. Clearly Michuru will save her. She's gonna come back here and lick her. I mean, what else would happen, right? And the only question for me is, will Michuru die from healing her? That's the only question. And that's actually happening, right? The best friend is gonna come and die to save her. I mean, we've seen her healing a cat and almost dying, right? So yeah, here she's gonna heal her now. Maybe power's gonna evolve though. But clearly she's gonna heal her and die, right? Yeah. So this felt like, I mean, I think everyone has been theorizing this is gonna happen right for a long time, that Michuru is gonna die from healing her. But don't just heal her with her hands though, she's really evolving here. Yeah. So poor little Michuru will clearly die. Maybe she can heal her a little bit. Maybe if she healed her just slightly, and that she could have healed her just a little bit and then. Oh. The poor little Michuru. I think kind of unlocked reviving dead people there. I mean, the only question is she gonna die, right? Feels like Michuru will die from that, of course, like just blasting like a huge lightning bomb into Nana. Maybe she just fainted, but very unlikely. Yeah. Well, this might make Nana become a good girl then. You do all the best friend stuff. It's a sad ending, but I mean, to be fair, incredibly predictable. The little poor Michuru gonna die from that. Special ending here with Michuru. Oh, the hair steam was good that episode. Yeah, that scene. They all roughing their hair and doing the friend selfie and so on. Or the pen scene. That didn't make any sense though, the whole marketplace. It made nothing. That made zero sense. Looks so happy now, Michuru though. would surprise me if next episode. And in manga, she's alive somehow anyway. But yeah, that's Nana. Of course, a sad ending to Michuru. Definitely. Poor little girl saved the little murderous Nana. I mean, the thing is that was a good scene, and she kind of unlocked a new power too, because she was healing with her hands, right? She wasn't healing with her licking, so she was like improving it, and it felt very like a narrative thing there, whatever. Where you kind of like, if I sacrifice my life, you can be alive, right? I can exchange my soul for your soul, kind of thing. Using her hands instead, but so it was sad. It was sad, but the problem, though, of course, as I mentioned earlier, right? I mean, as a whole, her death flag was so big, right? So it's a sad scene, but it's also a scene that I expected to happen for like 3, 4, 5 episodes, at least like 5 episodes, because she's clearly, in love with Nana, best friendship ever, right? And she has a healing power, and we know that her healing power makes her weaker. So it always felt like, well, obviously she's gonna die healing Nana. That was like a thing that I think was pretty clear even before this current arc. And with this arc here, with the whole, now they're becoming super best friends, and there's not a killer, right? It's not like Nana into, Koya or whatever, but it's actually another murderer somewhere. It really felt like, well, of course, she's gonna die to save Nana, right? So in that sense, I think it definitely, in my opinion at least, removed some of the sadness of it, because it was very, very predictable, like straight up, right? Still, of course, a sad scene, and poor little Michuru died there to save Nana, and I would love to see how it's gonna change Nana. So I do consider definitely reading the manga a little bit, right? Because season 2 probably won't happen. I don't know. Haven't heard anything, but I mean, I want to see if Nana changes, right? And if Nana is like, I'm gonna protect these poor little mutants now. But so I mean, yeah, it's a sad scene, even though you kind of assume it's gonna happen, right? Michuru-chan. I don't like Cat Senpai though. I commented earlier, but I think that the writing there is poor. There's a problem with the anime, right? Let's be, no, but that's like, the scene is sad and so on, but I think the execution is poor, because this is weird that Cat Senpai said something last week when he's like, oh, I'm gonna like, he said like, against the cat guy, right? He's like, oh, don't hurt animals anymore. If you do, I'm gonna go and get you. It's like, even if this guy has hurt or killed several, right? He's like, okay, I'm just gonna warn you. You could have stopped him there, right? But if he did that, it wouldn't be this drama here, right? And the same thing here, he's like, I want to help Michuru because I like her, she helped my cat, right? And instead of just helping Michuru, instead of just saving Michuru, he could just save her straight up. He could have followed her, right? And protected her from the astral guy. He's like, I want to help her, she's a nice girl, she helped my cat. But instead I'm gonna go and get Nana, and I'm gonna do it in this slow, contrived way too. And I'm like, well, maybe you wanna go and help your girl, because I was all. Instead of just entering and being like, hey man, Michuru's in danger, you better get going, girl. He's like, oh, well, Michuru might be in danger based on this thing. Like, you could just told her, yeah. Like, I don't. I mean, I like his character. I like his character more earlier. I think those two things are so forced, right? I think that's a big problem with the writing. It also makes the whole death scene also be more obvious, because it feels like Cat Senpai could just easily have saved her, and that makes execution poor, because it means that the writer is writing like, I need her to die, right? I need her to die no matter what happens. So instead of making Cat Senpai use a logical and use like a simple to save her, right? Or at least be more direct with Nana, making Cat Senpai being so incompetent / kind of wishy-washy on his emotions, so it just takes him a lot longer time and it's very ineffective. So she can be in danger, right? Yeah. So I feel I think he's very, very forced how Cat Senpai is acting. It's very, very forced. I don't like that at all. I was saying the last episode too, right? Like, it was very forced how to make him just not save her. Like, yeah, even worse than this episode though. But anyway, I have to say though, this whole scene didn't make any sense whatsoever. Like, and this I mean absolutely from a writer's standpoint, this didn't make any sense whatsoever, right? Perfect header. It's some kind of like, market on this island, right? And it's like, who's this guy selling stuff? It's like some random man So people are arriving there with boats. Like, honestly, this was just stupid. The episode was good, and the pen team was cute, and, Nana and they were best friends, and then she dies, and it's sad. But this part here was just really stupid, I think. It doesn't matter that much, but I think this whole scenario of them suddenly having some kind of market, and it's bread and stuff, because who is this guy, right? Who's all the people selling stuff? Who's the people having the market? Doesn't look like... He's not a student, because there's only clothes on him. So it's not run by, like, students, this, typical, like, open, some kind of furu market, bazaar kind of thing. It's not run by the students, right? It's run by random people. And so they're coming here with these products. There's a toys there, some rabbit there, right? Some kind of plushy toy. There's shoes, or dresses, or skirts. All different, clothing and toys and stuff like that. And also then pen and other items. Maybe, behind them it says at home club. So, but the other one is called shop though. Otherwise, maybe... I mean, the thing is that he's not wearing... If he's wearing school clothes, I would have been like, oh, maybe he's like some kind of school craft or something. And he has made these dolls or something. That could have been a thing. But he's just wearing like a normal clothes, and he looks like a typical average, I don't know, 20 or plus 30 man, right? He looks like a grown-up. So it's just kind of weird. Like, who is this guy coming here? Who are all these people? I have to say it though, but this is really stupid, because you have to assume that people are arriving with boats, right? From the mainland or whatever, right? They're arriving here, and now then they are not just... I mean, because all the children are, all the students, right, know there's at least one murder on the island. So why wouldn't they just leave these people? It doesn't make any sense they can have these like people coming here with all this, market stuff. It's one thing if they're... No, it's actually no. It's generally that a boat can get there and they can just leave it the boat, or they would just leave it the boat. Doesn't make any sense. But there's a lot of people coming here selling stuff, and also who would come to this island with items to sell if you know that... If you probably heard there's like a murderer on this island, right? You probably wouldn't be there. Maybe you wouldn't tell them, I suppose. But still, it's kind of weird. I felt this whole thing was really weird. I mean, I guess you got to... This is again a thing with the writing of the anime. Sorry, I mean, I liked... Some of the anime is good. That scene was good, right? But the execution is always poor, because, like... How say it? It's like the author needs her to buy a pen to her, right? Like, he needs Nana to get this cute pen, and he needs Michuru-chan to get that pillow to Nana, right? So to make it happen, he creates like a weird marketing here. It doesn't fit into the scenario whatsoever, and it's like, okay, it's there, right? So he wants those items to be able to be given as presents, but hasn't like figured out how to do it in a better way, right? So that's again execution there. This could have been like Nana's pen, and she could have been like, oh, here's my favorite pen, Michuru, I want you to have it. Or, yeah, it could have been something else, right? But instead it's like, oh, they bought it at this place. But then it should be better explain that. I mean, maybe it's supposed to be like the children have some kind of crafting or something. But the pen, right? Who would make a pen in crafting? It's pretty hard to make this kind of pen. So a pillow I could see someone actually making, right, at the school. But the pen is actually much harder to make because it's so technical, yeah. So it's just kind of weird. It's just really... Yeah, actually, the pen is really hard to make because you need to be able to make the product. And it's one thing to put a pen today in a factory today, right? And it's very cheap. But to actually make that, and you have the items, like you need a different ink, you need a different cylinder and so on. It's actually very hard to make that kind of pen from manually, from scratch. It's super hard. Make a pillow is 100 times easier. So it doesn't make any sense that a student would make a pen, right? So no, it's like a weird forced way to make people get there, and then it doesn't make any sense. So I don't know, but that's again with Dana, right? I don't get it. How are the students, leaving with these traders on their boats, right, or whatever? Like, how are they like, shit, I'm getting out of here, right? At least there should be a scene where they were explaining that they were allowed to leave or something, or they couldn't leave. But even if they weren't allowed to leave, wouldn't use their powers to get on the boats and leave? You know what I mean? That should have been a scene otherwise. How they try to force them on the boats, right? Because they're like, shit, I want to leave. It's like at least one murder here. But anyway, that's not my review, guys. I'm gonna watch more animes now. But yeah, that scene was sad. The poor Michuru got all friendshiply seduced by Nana and died for her. But it also was... I think it's unfortunate because, I mean, at least 5 episodes ago, it was like, well, she's gonna die. And the death flags part is so massive. And of course, I said it's over and over again that a very likely, extremely likely scenario is that Nana is about to die, right? And Michuru, of course, saves her. Who the actual murderer is, this Astro guy doesn't matter so much. It's more that Nana is gonna be healed by Michuru. That's the only important thing, right? That's the only like relevant part of it, really. And that was like, well, that's definitely gonna happen. But anyway, guys, that's Nana. Maybe I'll do a longer review. See, maybe I'll read the manga. If I read the manga, probably next year then. I want to see if Nana changes some more, right? But yeah, this anime, it has good ideas, right? I think it has good ideas, and then it has poor execution, like this thing here is making sense. But let's just do with Akudama Drive, final episode.